Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Well, today we're going to be working on the firewall. Got to figure out how to close this hole up, and I think I've got the right idea. So stay tuned in. Got a pocket here for my distributor, so when I turn that distributor, it's got some room. So I'm just going to eyeball this. Got it marked out. So I think what I'm going to do is get this covered up before I get too carried away with the grinder. One of my previous videos, I tried to take this off one-handed, so we're going to do it right this time. So I've got a little thumb screw here, loosens up that first tensioner. Got the little suitcase clips undone. A little easier two-handed. Put a little bit of tension here to take the pressure off of it. That's a home-built mechanism if you guys want to go back and check out one of my previous videos. I think it was like the second video that I put out on how I built it. Okay. Guys, and let's take a peek, see what we've been doing. Okay. So this gives me a little bit better, a little bit more room, a little bit more rotation for the distributor clearance. So I'll get that, I'll get some weld through primer on that panel, and then I'll start tacking it up. But before I do that, let's get back underneath here with this last video I was doing, where I've jumped up underneath here, and so I've got the brake line that's got to happen right there. So I've got to come out of there and come across and then down and through this ladder bar and back up to land right there. That's the idea that I'm going with right now. When I was putting this car together, I didn't give it enough kick. So I'm trying to work around that right now. Got minimal clearance right there from the frame to the rear end, which I do still have adjustment using my shocks. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. So I still have to get that flexible brake line for that action. And then I wanted to try to incorporate this emergency brake cable. So I'm working on that still in the R&D stages. And I want to put a safety hoop here for my drive line. So I'm working on that. How am I going to figure out how to get that installed? I don't know if I'm going to try to work off the bottom side of this trunk here. And then, you know, maybe put a couple of little bat wings, I guess, coming down with a hoop welded to it. And then does that part give me the ability to have a place for my brake lines to mount to? So tossing around a few ideas with a friend of mine that's kind of been helping me out with the construction of this car. Very knowledgeable guy. I won't give his name because he'd get all bent out of shape if his name's across the world. But, you know, we'll just call him, can we call him? We'll call him Melvin. So we won't mention his real name, just AKA Melvin. So Melvin's been helping me out, trying to come up with a good way to construct this safety hoop for the driveline and hook up this emergency brake. So, okay, that's where I'm at with this action. You can see, like I was talking about, you know, I do have some adjustment there still. You know, you can see how much room I'm dealing with suspension travel. I mean, you know, maybe it's a hardtail. Maybe it's going to be a hardtail Vino rod. Might be where we end up going with that. Yeah, I'm thinking that this is going to take a little bit of shaping still. probably take this and clean this up where this lip is here. Get back up against that a little bit tighter, which will allow this front part to go in some. Yeah, this will go back a tad, which will probably allow this to go back some. Well, actually, I've got a little bit of a burr here. That's what's holding me up there. But like I said, I'm going to get some weld primer on that, and then I'll pick this up later. So we're going to end this one today, fellas. We're moving along. We're getting down the road. I appreciate you watching. So if you like the content, why don't you go ahead and hit that like button. Thanks a lot. We'll talk to you later.